I have never encountered a servo skull malfunction like this before.
Once I heard of a servo skull performing songs. I thought it a jest until now.
Exterminate the Tyranid swarm!
Inside the facility, you'll find Metrian cowering in her data enclave.
Gallia, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to views of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far longer.
How far you have fallen, that I must drag you back into the light.
The world is seen of sort of consumed. Now,
digest your flesh as biomass.
for the Emperor! For the Emperor!
3 meat lackeys seems like overkill, Gallia. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Metrian shut down power to the uplink terminals. You must resupply the generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
We shall seek out a power cell at once.
I beseech you, Gallia. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good crocs. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astarte shall die here. In the dark.
Hurry, brothers! The generators need power cells! Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Eliminated.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive our perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facility's network. Metrian will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the consoles.
Meridian is your safeguard, Mentos.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Secure that console uplink.
I am out of the disruption field.
Disgusting. Nutrients connection is now offline.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender thoughts of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Gallia. My machinations are already achieving my designs. You are fools.
Silence, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
Magos biologist is in Viridian's possession.
Pilot, Viridian is ready for evacuation. Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
Jump pack refuel. Pulling magazine. Following through.
No storms shall delay us any longer. Warspec scan confirms this is the correct vector. Specs primed. Ammunition cache here. Be ready. Fill up on stimulus.
I cannot land without borrowing a pollination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances and Metrian's meddling code. Trigon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
Concentrate firepower on the brakes in its chitin plating. Changing magazine. Throwing frag grenade. ways with the melter charges.
Leave no unholy aberration alive, brothers.
The thermal power of the Imperium will this infestation. Place melter charges on the Xenos swarm spots.
The Xenos blight the galaxy, and our hatred is the only cure. Sterilize these burrows of Xenos. Purify their fleeting tunnels with the melter charges.
Purify the area of the chittering hordes. Eradicate the Xenos formways with the melter charges. Beware of Xenos assault.
Trigon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission is a success, despite the odds. This errant Magos should receive repercussions for her maladaptive behaviors. Ignoel Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about. back to Avarax. We can finally finish off the heretics here. Mox communication is disrupted. Sorcery is the likely cause. The vile traitor Imra unleashed his sorcery here. Its influence may yet linger. clashes between the heretics and the Xenos have reduced the landing zone to rubble. This is as close as I can get you.
The Resilient can spare no other support or resources for this mission. We are on our own. Our brotherhood is more than enough to suffice. Heretic forces approaching. Purge the Hellspawn! That one calls for reinforcements. This relay brings the word of the
Imperium to the entire sector. We cannot let it fall.
Hopefully some astropaths still live. Losing them all would be a heavy blow to this sector. Strike down that spearman! Reloaded. Jump pack refueled. Changing magazine. Brothers, we have arrived at the relay. Fresh magazine in. Fresh munitions. Changing magazine. This monstrosity is dead. We have halted their call for aid. You lack further, brother. What stirs your heart?
Your heart is as cold and still as stone.
Throwing frag grenade. Dropping magazine. Throwing frag grenade. Airborne ready. Coordinates away. Check your aim. Rearming. extra rounds. Resupply. Ammunition cache here.
Ready for next encounter.
Green worms. They bled into the lower levels. The traitors conveyed us to a hostile location. At least they did not separate us.
It hungers. It will seek out your anguish to whet its appetite.
The corruption must be concentrated nearby. Depravity bleeds from the very walls. I suspect that astropath no longer serves the Imperium. We must eliminate it.
You will never leave this place.
Reloading. Throwing crack grenade.
I see, champion in the evil. Approach and binge upon their suffering.
The Thousand Suns wield our former astropath as some foul puppet.
That astropath must be slain, brothers.
Oh, the changer of ways, grant us implements of retribution.
Take the astropath out. Eliminate Hamilton. Specs deep scan ready. Warp energy detected. Heresy led you to this end. Zangor's spear failure in sight. Tactical cover. Crack grenade hot. If I fall, take the chapter's due.
Deliver the altar to oblivion! We control the altar, and thus end its utility.
The barrier has fallen. Engage the astropath. Ejecting stims. Changing magazine. any trickery, brothers. Our objective remains. Find and kill the heretics.
Shall escape the insatiable war of transformation. You will be only
Brothers, rally towards that warp energy surge.
And this is our damnation.
Trust our bonds, brothers, not these desperate vocal tricks. Destroy that monstrosity! Fresh magazine in.
End that astropath!
Rearming.
emerge, discordant one, and remake this realm in the name of the dark gods.
A beast of the warp approaches, and our hunt continues. We must bridge the distance between us and the astropath.
That bridge is retractable. Its generator looks dead.
Seek power cells there, and then we may smite that heretic.
I have eyes on a spearman! Target is rallying reserve forces! Halt it! Fresh munitions!
Find power cells.
I have a power cell.
Power cell on my locus.
I shall repower the generator. Reloading. Focus on that monstrosity!
I possess a power cell.
We triumph over our malformed foe.
The weights.
The shield is fallen. Release the astropath from this torment.
Changing magazine. Psychers have brought forth some arcane power. We must destroy it. Specs primed.
Additional supplies secured.
Strike down that spearman!
Ammunition restocked.
We must follow the path of corruption to seek our quarry. We will silence those hideous screeches. May the Emperor damn this holy abomination! Attack! The demon beast is escaping! Coward!
Target is manipulating reality.
Sorcery suspected.
The corruption here exceeds even our limits.
Search for egress points.
Is that a pool of light?
The loss of the astropaths is unfortunate, but that beast will not trouble their replacements. We have triumphed again, brothers, and our honor is unsullied. "7 hours, 12 minutes ago, the Imperial cruiser Wrath of Espandor, in orbit around Avarax, transmitted a distress beacon and then went silent. Intelligence suggests the ship now plays host to Tyranid parasites, and the reported damage exceeds reclamation standards. If we cannot reclaim the ship, then we will unleash the Wrath of Espandor's full, destructive potential directly into the Xenos Hive fleet." value of the Wrath of Espandor is twofold. Its cyclonic arsenal and its proximity to several Tyranid war vessels. Combat Squad Phaedrus is already on board and is the tip of the spear. Additional squads are inbound to secure objectives. Make your way to the Ordnance Depot and take control of the plasma cores.
Talassa, this is Combat Squad Phaedrus. Breach via any existent openings you find.
Understood, Phaedrus. We are breaching now. Stay close and sharp.
Progress towards the Ordnance Depot. We will rendezvous with you and Combat Squad Heraton there. Remain vigilant. The Xenos infestation goes deep in this ship.
Phaedrus cleaved a clear path through, and so shall we. Seems quiet, sir. That will change. Exterminate! Tyranids certainly have been busy devouring this vessel. You are fertilizing the Xenos. All specs deep scan ready. Xenos inbound. Show them carnage. Swapping magazine. Commencing all-spec scan. Reloading. Pathetic tyranny of bombing. Rearming. Poison twists in my innards. Changing magazine. Deploying frag grenade. Fresh magazine in. We made our Primarch proud this day.
multiple contacts swarming our locus. What is your status, Talassa?
Blazing a trail through Xenos, Phaedrus.
Good. We have drawn their focus. Keep...
Your last message.
Talassa, Combat Squad Heraton reporting. We lost Fox contact with Combat Squad Phaedrus. Do you know their status?
Nothing useful. We lost contact with Phaedrus as well.
We must consider our brothers lost then. Our objective is to secure the cyclonic warheads at all costs, encountering heavy Tyranid resistance.
I cannot withstand this much punishment. The ship will hold until we evacuate. Target seeks to mobilize reinforcements. Eliminate.
The weapons of an Imperial vessel are always an awe-inspiring sight. To serve here carries the highest privilege.
To deliver the Emperor's violent retribution.
Squad Heraton reporting in. The bridge is lost, as are my squad brothers. I am cut off from our planned route to the Ordnance Depot.
Calculating a new route based on your report, Heraton.
Standing by. Be advised, the cruiser's crew managed to execute security protocols before they were overrun by the Xenos brood.
Ejecting stims. Gather on my mark.
Into the breach once more!
Talassa, commune with the main console in front of you to bypass the security protocols.
Thank you, brother. Reloading. Coordinates away. munitions.
One router back online.
Swapping magazine. That one calls for reinforcements. Rearming. Tyranny burning and coming. Changing magazine. Destroy the spore mine. Ordnance away. Final router switch activated. System is responding.
Engineering networks coming back to functionality.
Machine Spirit, we must proceed towards the plasma reactors at one.
The lift platform is in transit. Arrival pending. We descend to bring light to the darkness.
Fresh magazine in.
Attention boarding parties. We have confirmation that Combat Squad Phaedrus is lost. I need a mission status update from all remaining combat squads. Combat Squad Heraton here. Redirecting along newly advised path. Combat Squad Octavio reporting in. Cyclonic armament secured for now. Talassa, you are nearing the reactor cooling hall. Report on its condition when you arrive.
Reloading. Disgusting tyrannid scum. All specs ready to scan.
Cooling hall looks like a Xenos hive. 2.
All squads, we have updated our battle stratagems. Heraton, reinforce Octavio and protect the cyclonic armaments. Talassa, your new orders are to destabilize the reactor, cause a temperature spike, and the Tyranids may redirect their assault to you, buying Heraton and Octavio some time to prime the armaments. When you reach the reactor's cooling console, disable the emergency blast shields. Emergency blast shields retracting. Warning. Coolant rods exposed. Talassa, I need you to disable the entire cooling array. Concentrate fire on the exposed cooling rods.
Look for weak spots and focus fire.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
Repulsive.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
Fire on it.
Elements of the cooling rod array are clogged.
Tyranid artillery in sight. Ammunition cache here.
Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms. Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms. Identify blockages and remove Xenos organisms.
One step closer to the reactor overheating.
Registering extreme temperature fluctuation. Plasma cooling efficacy severely reduced.
Excellent, Talassa. You will need to repeat the same process at the second array.
Access granted the bridge console.
Up, brother. The battle.
My thanks to
Stim shot him down.
another Xenos bioform eliminated. Reloading. Rearming. Specs deep scan ready. Watch your fire, brother.
pitiful Xenos has been horrible.
Setting thermal charge.
No more rods remain functional. Temperatures at critical level. Plasma reactors shutting down to prevent catastrophic detonation. Talasa, do not let the reactors cool down. This cruiser will soon perform its final task. Proceed to the decks below and force the plasma reactors to overheat.
Updating our route to the plasma reactor.
Talasa, have you received word from our brother in Combat Squad Heraton? His approach vector should have taken him through the technical underbelly.
An Ultramarine has been through this sector, but we have heard nothing from Heraton.
Understood. Be advised, we remain under heavy Tyranid assault.
The reactors on this side should draw suckers. You have towards us.
This is ill-advised, Talasa. If you do not break the reactor to detonate, the cyclonic warheads will be wasted. Combat Squad Octavio will redouble our efforts to draw the Tyranids away from your position instead. Octavio, unleash these brood
Detecting my septic mine. Check your aim. Fresh magazine in. Activating all specs at once. Magazine empty. Xenos bile!
Picking up extra rounds.
Rearming. Fresh munitions. Watch your fire, brother. Swapping magazine. All specs primed.
Talasa, we have lost contact with Heraton leader, and Octavio is pinned down. You must destabilize the plasma reactor. Our brothers from Phaedrus and Heraton shall not have died in vain.
Reactor chambers within reach. All specs tagged as go and throw. liturgies of battle is admirable. I do not recognize half the passages you invoke.
You do not strike me as lax, brother. You may attend me when necessary.
I would be honored.
Till then, it is...
Changing magazine. The Xenos butchered scores of the ship's servitors.
Access granted. Brothers, we are almost at the target. We must progress together, brother. Take care not to be.
My situational awareness might be sharper than yours, Vespasius.
It is yours.
Twin primes. That reactor must be destroyed. Honor our brothers. Honor our chapter.
We are allies. It is coming right at us. Steam injection.
The beast has the high ground.
Watch your fire, brother.
Here it comes, brothers.
Fences up, brothers.
We killed one prime, and his companion's fury magnifies.
That prime will fight harder now that it is alone. Fresh magazine in. Time grows dark. Breathe and find strength, brother. Prospect deep scan ready. Scanning. Swapping magazine.
It is attacking. Talassa, when those magnetic stabilizers stop, prepare for rapid egress.
Be advised. The gyroscopic containment shielding prevents catastrophic plasma dispersal. Plasma cores are now exposed. Caution advised.
Reactor critical, Talassa. Disengage!
Do not stumble.
Talassa, we're tracking your signatures. Octavio and Heraton Leader are already on board. Our brothers prevailed.
Core integrity at 75% efficacy. Detonation is now a mathematical certainty.
Throwing frag grenade! Talassa inbound, Thunderhawk.
Hurry! The cruiser has begun breaking apart. We will wait as long as we can.
Plasma cascade in reactor cooling chamber. Multiple hull breaches detected. Reactor overheating.
Get us away.
10% of core material remains.
If not for your valor, Talassa, this operation would have ended in a major loss for the Imperium. Many of us died in service of the Emperor this day, Captain. This hard-fought victory cost us dearly indeed. The wrath of Espandor's retribution shall rip into the Tyranid fleet with searing, bitter fury. Our honored dead take solace that they have been avenged.